Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and we are in Satisfactory again today, picking up where we left off yesterday with the fused modular frames. We're about to bring nitrogen gas back to Devastator via a new train station, and we have to bring in some aluminum casings, as well as there's one other thing that I need. It might be motors. No, well, no, heavy modular frames is what we need. So straightforward. Most of that stuff is nearby. We just have to figure out the route that we're going to take to get it underneath the main bus, and we're going to jump right in and pick up where we left off. For folks that have not been around, you can check out the VODs of all the things that we've been doing over at Joel Duggan VODs on YouTube. That includes a playlist from 2025 of all the latest things we've been doing in Satisfactory. There's a playlist called Cybertron where we did like the 1.0 launch of Satisfactory and started our projects in the grassy fields. And then I combined those saves with the early access save. So now we just have one big Devastator save that we have been working on. And we're slowly adding more to the infrastructure. We've been adding trade lines the last couple of weeks, and it looks like it's going to be a lot easier to move things around. So I might actually start off today by adding in a new train line to connect out the back, because we have some issues with needing to go all the way to the nitrogen gas and then back again before we can turn around. So I might need to work out a couple of issues there. So that might be the first thing we do, and then we'll pick up with the rest of the nitrogen when we get back from that. So let's just jump right in. We already have the temporary T-junction at the back of the base. Back west, I guess it's the west coast. But we're really close. It would not take very much to add, I think, a couple of lines. It would be nice to be able to get rid of our temporary staging area too. And we're just about to lose the sun. So that'll actually work out well for break times today. But working out here would be better, I think, in the nighttime than working underneath the new area for whatchamacallit, fused modular frames. I do need some concrete though. Has anyone ever seen a sitting Joel while streaming? What do you mean, Grandpa? I sit all the time. I sit when I'm on Spawn Chunks, and I sit when I'm streaming. Was that not clear before? Maybe it's just the camera angle. So we're going to go straight down this way. Hope everyone's having a good week so far. I can't believe it's Thursday already. I went out running some errands this morning. I went to Costco and spent a stupid amount of money. Excuse me. Groceries in this country, man. Groceries in Canada are just rough. And I would like to spend money at a Canadian company, but unfortunately... Oh, why is my frame rate going to crap? What's going on here? I can't play like this game. Why? That is so slow. What is happening? I don't think I have anything going on in the background. Nothing I can turn off. Alright, looks like we'll save and reload. keep on having these issues weirdly at different spots. It seems to be like geographically relevant in the game, like where you are on the map. I wonder if it's the spore stuff, like the gas and different things that are around me. I should just blow those up. They're a pain in the butt anyway. It might have been loading in all those at once, maybe. So at this point, I could turn and connect to that rail over there. That's probably the easiest thing to do. Yeah, let's go over this way. Maybe we'll go over this rock. Oh, no power. Another Mercer sphere too. Yeah, I think watching more streams is always a good idea. Might be a little biased. I could have sworn that I had this on a 45 angle a minute ago. All of a sudden it doesn't want to do what I want it to. There we go. Might be a good idea to actually have train lines, like expand the train lines at night. If I ever get stuck playing at night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So outside of the regulars in chat, is there anybody that's new to Satisfactory? We probably want to start going down sooner than later, now that we're clear of this. Oh man, maybe you should have started sooner. That's cutting it quite close. Now I don't remember exactly how this is put together. That to me looks like about right. So we need to get off on this side. Oh, this is going to be tricky because I've got to connect to both. Let's get back here. And then up there. So I'll get that to there. And then we'll go up this way. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should go farther back. 1, 2, 3. I feel like 5 is too much. We might want to go with 3. And then we'll just start these here. So for anybody that's new to making rails, if you're coming in that part of the game, it's always good to have these little straight segments of rails that you place down temporarily, because it ensures that the curves that you make look good and straighten out when they should. Although that one looks like I should go a bit lower, shouldn't I? I wonder if it's only a half foundation. Definitely looks more level. Still a little bit higher, but less noticeable. And then the natural junction for this, I thought you'd think would be over the top of this, but I didn't do this the right way. So we will change the segment. I wonder if that's going to be... Well, we can probably come in from that side. Hopefully I can connect over here. Yes. Cool. So then now we just have to get each one of these over to the next side, and I can use my hover pack over here. One, I think it's minimum of 2. Nope. I wish we had build modes for tracks like we do belts. I think that would be very helpful. Must be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then you erase your temporary straight tracks and place them with one single track. And here we'll just have to have blocks. Oh no, I don't have any computers. Do I have any computers in here? Oh, I don't. Okay. Well, I'll have to come back to that. I don't remember what level we're supposed to put these on. I think it's halfway on there. But I might want to back it up by half. So we'll try one of each. No, you know what? I think I like the one on the right. Oh, this is probably too long. Yep. Now we'll give this some power. And now I just have to figure out how long this is. Jay Chris, good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. 32. So every 10. I think. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sweet. That was easy. SweetSandi, thank you for being awesome. Appreciate it as always. You gotta remember that little glitch where you gotta wait for it to stop building. And we start a straight spot over here. The thing I think that's nice about all of this is if you're doing it on a regular basis, I feel like you get pretty fast at it. Like I feel like this would have taken me at least an hour before, and now it's not so bad. I got to come up with a custom banhammer emote for my chat. I want to do something animated and with a sound effect because of the fact that we've got StreamerBot now. All right, so that's 36. $41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 46. So we'll have to do -4, 42. I guess we do 11 and then 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, I'd say that works. A big kaboom and then a squash. I saw this really cool animation in somebody's video on YouTube where, oh, what's that game where you're trying to suss out the saboteur? Nah, what's it called? Everybody's got these little, they're like little spacemen, but they're like little Weeble characters, different primary colors. I'm blanking on the name right now. So this has got 3. I don't think I can put a 4th one here, can I? No, I have to delete this and that. Among Us, that's it, yeah. So Among Us, basically what this this streamer did. I think it was Nutty. Said if someone got banned, then there would be a little Among Us person animated on screen, and they would like topple and spin across the screen, and would have the username of the person that was banned underneath it. But that was kind of funny. All right, this needs to be a path signal. I need computers for that, so we're back to jumping in and getting computers. I desperately need to design the back of this base. It feels very Minecraft-y. I feel like we've got computers here. Yes. That's a path signal. That's now a path signal. And that's now a path signal. That should all be correct as soon as I put in blocks, I guess, down here. And I guess what I should do is create shorter blocks. So now what the problem? Loops into itself. Still a problem. Why? Because that rail was placed wrong. I guess that fixed it. I guess I don't need... You get a hit with the block colors you see when placing the signals. When the rails weren't connected right, the color passed the signal. Oh, okay. That's good to know. I do wish that the visual communication was better there. I also feel like they could be better at just like telling you what's going on, right? The little ding is a nice touch. Like, that's a cool indication. Although, again, it's a very terrestrial, Earth-like ding, which probably by design they probably wanted to appeal to the people that our train enthusiasts, right? I think I've talked about this before on the stream, wanting to do another train simulator game where it's just trains, you know? Not a lot of creative building, but I don't know, like I kind of feel like having the tracks and managing all that kind of stuff would be kind of fun. But I can't recommend enough having a rail system and just making your rails the same everywhere. It saves you a lot of time. And I don't actually know if Megatron is on the world grid or if it's on the Devastator grid. I think it might be on the Devastator grid horizontally, but it might be on the world grid vertically, to the best of my memory. While we're here. Crazy, I can just hear that from up there. Oh, no message from Ada. That was weird. Normally there's some sort of song or poetry that I don't understand. One thing I did not think of when I was designing these hover tracks was having any kind of hypertube underneath them, in case we ever wanted to travel by hypertube in the same directions of the trains. It's the only regret that I have. It wouldn't be terribly hard to design something else to go with it. Now hopefully this one's going to look okay. Sometimes they look a little bit funny when they're close to edges where it changes direction, or at least elevation. I think that's all right. Blocks, blocks, blocks. No blocks? You know what? Let's there's no blocks in this one. Why don't we back it up a bit? But don't have to worry about it. Now it does look a little bit funny here. We'll have to, maybe we have to do 2 in a row. I don't have a design yet for 4 tracks. Hmm. I mean, it's not terrible. It looks like it makes sense. A little bit of Z fighting there, but nothing crazy. This is a really long stretch of track without support, but I think we can use our suspension of disbelief. And then I'll have to put another one back here somewhere. Actually, you know what? I think we're okay. We just need to separate the blocks, and we're good. My gosh, there's no blocks down this way. I've not done this very well. I mean, chances are we're not going to be using this very much anyway, long term, so we should be okay. Clevprof consume. Nice. That would be a fun audio clip to have. I wonder if there's anywhere where I can download MP3, you know, sound effects from Satisfactory. I used to be able to do that from, I think it was StarCraft when I was first doing podcasting, StarCraft 2. I used to do little audio news segments for StarCast, and I would throw in little MP3s of the unit as they would talk. An ugly color. There we go. So now we can get all the way down there from in here, and it won't be too bad. And our path signals are working. And that only took, I don't know, the first 40 minutes of stream. Nice. So while we still have some daylight, one of the things we need to look at is the next item that's coming in. So the break train will now get 2 random stations to go between, and we'll never know which way it'll take. I think it'll always take the short way. I'm pretty sure. What I need to do now is figure out, this needs, not this section, it's this section. And I'm missing aluminum casing. I should redirect this to the next floor. Probably going to use that space. So we'll go, I guess, here. I wish there was a way to do hypertube junctions. Just needs power. So our plans mean 2 used frames per minute, but I'm gonna need 1.33 machines. So I'm going to build 3, I think. Because I think we need to, I want to make this look symmetrical. And then we'll do the same thing over here. But these are going to be making something different. So we've got use modular frames. Let's make those orange for now. Or yellow, I guess. And then these are going to be cooling devices. And this needs those go on to both of these. I was going to make turbo motors on the other side. I guess not. Oh no, I'm going to make those on the other side. The turbo motors and thermal propulsion rockets are going to be in a different building, I think. But cooling device, we need 3 machines, 2.8. We need 14. So this is doing 5 per minute. 14. So all we need to do is just grab this last one and say 4. That's 5, 10, 14. And then these only do 1.5 per minute. So we're going to do .75. That's messy numbers. $150.25. I don't know what we might need used frames for. I feel like they're used in other stuff. They used in drones? Wow, all of a sudden my computer's taking forever. See how slow it is to type? Ah, they are used in pressure conversion cubes and other buildings. We should just make more than we need. So we're making 2. What I should also do is add maybe a storage container. And then here we'll limit this fused. I thought I could limit the input somewhere. Part limit would be 3. But I don't want this to split evenly. I feel like I've done this before. Maybe it's on production. That doesn't work. How did I do it before where I could limit the stuff being put out? And these numbers have changed now too. Why did that change? Oh, because this is going down. Maybe what I need to do is do that. Yeah, it's still splitting it in half. Part limit 3. So we're gonna have a part limit on that. Which way is the short way? I don't know. As far as the trains go. Look, I want to be able to limit that somehow. Nookie, hello, welcome in. I wish they would give us a way to limit like these splitters. I guess maybe there's a priority splitter. I wonder what that does. Hold on. Maybe I'm just using the wrong thing. Oh, okay. That's what it did. So then if this part limit is 3, still 2.4. How can I produce? I want to get more coming out of this, but it's not letting me. Yeah, these are great. The problem is though that I want to increase the number of this from 2.4 to 3, but I don't know how to do that. I guess maybe because this is only one machine. So if I copy this, and limit this to 1.5. There we go. Okay. So there's... Oh, it's still not doing it. It's only doing what I need and then the overflow. I can't increase... Well, I guess it was... What if I just disconnect everything here? Because these are already done. I don't need to do those again. So it'll just tell me the number of things that I need. There's my 2 with the 1 extra. We can always ramp that up if we need to. I might want to look down the line to see what other things I'm going to use it for, but anyway. So I need to make 3 in total. So we'll just do 1 per minute. And so that's a nice number for nitrogen gas. That should be pretty straightforward to do. And then we need to know 2 parts that are coming in here. Heavy modular frames and aluminum casing. Well, heavy modular frames are right below us. So they can come up through the floor. And add in some floor. I don't know why we're making 10 modular frames a minute, but we are. At least I think we are. I don't have any signage. It's on my spreadsheet somewhere. Heavy modular frames. 22 per minute. Really? Well, I guess we've got used modular frames. Yeah, we're using them in a bunch of different stuff. That's fine. Plus it's already set up. So that'll just go straight into the ceiling, I think. Or at least part of it will. So that will probably enter here. That's the entry for modular frames. And I don't remember what I needed. 3 per minute heavy modular frames. And then aluminum casing is going to have to come in, I think, down this way. Because that is on the belt. There they are there. Being shipped out. So they are these two on the right. And they connect to that belt and this belt. I think they're the same. But I think the easiest way to grab it would be off of this lower belt. And it has to go over in that direction. So we can just get it over here. There's probably some room underneath. A little bit, not a lot. It may be easier to grab the top one. We don't have any space to go along here because of the way that this is set up. Yeah, unfortunately this is in the way. Our belt, or our main bus lost some space. It got higher. We lost a row as we moved through the terrain. I could just have them go underneath the ground. I never thought about that. So here we lost the space. That we were using this bottom row for all these horizontal bits. But of course, when the terrain got higher, we lost it. I could just take it across here. That's possible. That's actually probably a really good idea. Where are we in terms of where we need to be? Oh, almost dead on. Sweet. Yeah. And then I just have to figure out where we're going to track it up. And I think I want to use this space as kind of like a mezzanine of vertical lifts going up. So we might bring it up through the floor here if it's not in the way of anything, which of course it is. Crap. Okay. We have a wall. That's the door. Certainly we have a space here. Aha. That'll do. Yeah, it's right there. I think that'll be okay. For simplicity, I might even take it over on this one. It's a little close to the edge here, but I think that'll be okay. Now, why does that not connect? That's a pain. So it works there, but if I wanted to tighten it up, it doesn't let me. That's the right thing. Yeah, it's not giving me the little chime. It's frustrating. Is it the weekend, Cosmic? How about now? Well, we're getting there. I don't know whether I want to use pipe holes or if I want to just come in here with like a little pit. I think we're about to lose the light as well. Yep. Time for break. Time to test the rail system, I guess, too. Here, break train. Edit timetable. Let's do wheeljack and nitrogen gas and Devastator S1. Cool. All right, folks. I take a break about once an hour. It is that time you get to ride the train. I'll be right back. So that looked like it was about a minute to get from the nitrogen gas train station back to here. And so I'm thinking 2 minutes plus the 30 seconds at each stop for loading and unloading is about a 3-minute round trip. So we can probably calculate the throughput as to what we would need. So I know that it's 450. So if we go and look at my model, we've got 450 from train station to train station. And that is, I don't know if I have that anywhere in this. I guess it would be here. Yeah, I don't really have anything here. But if you looked at throughput, you've got 450 going into something. You've got a, what did I say, 3 minutes? 3 minutes. So that equals 450 times 3 is 1350. I guess it would be 2.5 minutes because one of the sessions is at the other end. Oh my gosh. I really wish my computer would just let me type in Windows when I'm streaming. Like, it just is absolutely abysmal. I'm not sure why it's so slow. So 1125 would be what we would need. So let's go 1200. Round up. So at any given point, there should be 1200 empty and 1200 filled canisters in this. So here we've got empty. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And there should be 1200 in the other one. So we're going to add in a schedule. Nitrogen gas, nitrogen, save the changes. What I should do is call them the same thing. The D is for Devastator, so I know which train stations are at home base. So, just to make sure, we'll set a timer here. Out of curiosity. MindTripMedia with 100 bits. Hello, hello. Thanks very much. Very much appreciate that. So that would be the load has completed. So there'll be 30 seconds there. I think it's like 27 seconds or something. Anybody know off the top of their head? It's a pretty direct route. Thanks for the idea yesterday, Sandy. Yeah, I think it would be easier to take it this way too. It does change the way that the Devastator plans were going, but I mean, like, I could have just been straight wrong. So this is going to slow us down just a little bit. So it's a minute 27 from that station to here. And so then here, okay, so we've got too many. I'm wondering if I can actually get this right. That's empty. If I put another one of these here, just for now. And we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm not going to stop here. I'm just going to switch the train station to be that. It's crazy that this thing is vibrating. It's great. So we're going to go back to Devastator. I'm going to reset my timer. So it's 1:27. We'll see what this next one is. Because I don't want to turn it on yet until I have the machines actually producing. Because if we don't unpackage the gas, it's going to throw off the ratio of the empty canisters to full canisters. We'll just end up with full canisters. We're not going to be emptying the full 450 anyway. I just want it to have the potential to balance itself out. I don't know if that's possible. So that was only a minute 17, give or take. So probably a minute 20 by the time we get to the end. So split the difference and call it a minute 25. So I said, so that's 2 minutes and 50 seconds, which is, I'm not sure what that is, 82.83 minutes. Times 450, 1273. Oh, how did I get that wrong? Oh, because I did 2.5, didn't I? So 2.83 plus the... It might be worth doing it without the... Well, it has to do the load animation at some point. 2.83. So that's the total time. But then there's also, I think it's 27 seconds at each side. So that's 54, 2.5. So that's 3.8. No. 2 minutes 50 seconds. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. 2 minutes and 44 seconds. 3 minutes and 44 seconds. So it's 44 divided by 60. 7.3. So 3.73 minutes times 450. 1670. I need 1700, not 1200. 1700 is the number. Remember that. I think. Right, so the plan is to bring these guys up in this space, I guess. I could also bring it up in this space. Oh, that's a stairwell right now. Well, that's fine. It's temporary. Didn't even look to see what we were actually bringing up. I need to see the number. Do these need casings too? Motors and heat sinks. Heat sinks need motor. 50 per minute. So 150. Sandy, nice. 1700. Remember for the next 5 seconds. Cosmic, I've already forgotten. Sandy, forgot what? Oh, that's great. So we need a Mark 3. Which is 270. I wish we had like automatic vertical doors. That would be very cool. So this technically has an outside, so I want to come inside sooner than later. And probably at around this level. And for visuals, I probably want to go here down. And we can always mess with this a little bit later, but right now I think we'll go in here. So this will be a little bit tricky, but not impossible. So this is going to go down this side. I just need to figure out where we're going to bring these in. Modular frames. So I guess we'll do them here. This space is already going to be taken up, so we'll have to bring them down this space. This is going to be here. Merger. Pipes are going to be on the ceiling. So I just need to take this down, I guess, the middle. And the first one is going to be here. At this point, it could scoot around. I don't know what we're doing with the output for these guys yet. It's probably just going to go straight down. That, to me, suggests it'll come in here. And probably exit the other direction. Fuse modular frames. Where are they going? Yeah. We will send them out the other way. So exit that way, input this way. But to keep this clean, we could probably bring the input on this side. Although heavy modular frames could go in the middle. And have a splitter here. I mean, that makes sense, I think. And then have a splitter here. I just have to figure out what's happening on this side too. Heat sinks and motors. And then also gas, right? Nitrogen gas. Heat sinks, I don't know where they're coming from. I may have to change these to be higher. We'll have to see. And then these are outputting cooling systems. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Anybody confused as to what's going on. I'm going to power these two. I always forget about that until the last minute. 6. You the wrong way around? You're the wrong way around. I'm assuming we're going to need floor holes. I might not use them. I just might make it look like we're using them just so that we have to deal with any headaches. So we'll go with the second one. Oh, that's why I was confused as to why it looks so different. We had not finished the floor. Oh, I guess I could do these again anyway. This should be okay. Oh, never mind. Keeping it tight. So technically we don't need a splitter there, but it keeps it tidy. So this is going to be the heavy modular frames. And I'm going to bring them up through a hole here in the middle. Right there. And that's an overflow, yeah. Don't know why there's a merger there. So right now these are all outputting into the middle. I don't want to bring them up all the way here, although I guess I could. That might be the easier thing to do. I will make it all look nice later. Yeah, let's maybe do this. And then we'll put a floor hole up here. gonna have to build that again. Oh no, that's going the right way. Change this around to be heavy modular frame, and then overflow. So this will just fill this up, which is fine. We should be producing quite a bit. And that'll go down this way. And then this needs to be built up. Okay, so then really it's just a matter of getting some power up here and connecting this up. Looks good. Oh, and then we need to do the gas. And what are we putting out here? 240 per minute. That's going to be an interesting thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1200. So that's 2 pipes for this side and 2 pipes for the other side. So I've got 4 pipes I'm going to have to put along here. We can do ceiling pipes. That's good. We might have to connect these up. So 240 times 2.5. Is 600. Okay. So this one goes to here. We're gonna have to stack them, I guess. So that gets split. These two will connect. Usually the thing to do is to lay down a pipe first and then connect everything to that. That is probably going to be too close. That might work. builder. That's only that size. Right, and then this one, actually, we can go here. And here. Oh, that's not gonna be enough, I don't think. I'm trying to split this middle one to go in both directions. Don't know if that'll work. I could just have this go flat. That would be a little easier. So essentially this one has to connect to this part. So I need another splitter. And this is not snapping for some reason. And then this just has to get up onto the ceiling. Yeah, that's not great. What is the best way to do this? Oh, I see. We should have this one over here. Oh, this one over here has to bring the other pipe. Never mind. Yikes. Okay. Guess I should just do a pipeline over top of all of this. New invention? I don't know about that. I really wish you could place these on top of belts without nudging them around. It's kind of surprising that you can't. So this will eliminate some issues. We can just use the junctions to go straight up and down. Oh, is that not straight? That's not straight. Oh, that's annoying. It'll still work, it just won't look very nice. Oh, no, that won't work at all. Well, crap. I guess I could nudge it all over. We're going to get rid of these pipe stands anyway. Again, with the order of operations in the game, it's a little bit tricky. It doesn't snap to this one. So that's in there. So that's more than that pipe can handle. That there needs to be 2 pipes here. So this guy needs to be split here. And here. Or just here. Hold on. That's not going to work. So I need to take this one and then join it later. $240, $480. Yeah, I don't know if this will work. It might. I guess there's only one way to find out. So I could just take this out that way. And then this just has to get routed around in this direction. And for that, I guess we'll just go ceiling. I keep on hitting the wrong button. I may have to put a valve in here to keep something here. So like a valve here would say limit. So this direction I want to limit to 120. No, 220. Each one of those 240? Unpackaged. 240. So 120 is what I want that to be. So that will limit this to 120. So we got 240 and 120 is 360 plus 240 is 600. So we'll have two lines coming out there, and that will feed into whatever these need. And this is going to need only 25. So only one of these lines will be needed for this set of machines, and that should be pretty easy to do. We'll just take this up on the ceiling. I guess I could just continue this right down, couldn't I? Even though it's not above the thing. Maybe we should just snake it around so it makes it a little bit easier. Normally I like to make this stuff tidy as just kind of like a fun exercise, but I don't think that today is that day. There's probably going to be a junction here anyway. Actually, now that I think about it. What's your frame? So that's 25, 75 for each of those. And then how many cooling systems are we supposed to be making? 14. Feel like we could do more than that. So 48, 60, 60, 120, 168 plus 75. 243. So I could just take... It's funny, one of these machines could do this entire bay. I'm making way more nitrogen gas than I need to. So like this one pipe could do all of these machines. Because that's a 600 pipe. So then the thing to do would be to put it in the middle. And just have everybody grab from it. And then we just put it in the junctions where we need them. don't know why they don't make right angles. I think they're working on that as a mode. Alright, so technically, once we get these hooked up, should be good. Cool. I didn't do the output yet. And then we do the output along here. And let's just send these along to a bin, and then we'll send them into storage. So we'll do smart splitter. I need some of these to progress in the game. Oh, is that too low? That's too low. That's just a splitter. That's just overflow. So that should keep the ball rolling. And now power. Although this might have to be something we do in a minute, because I think we're going to lose light. Yep, we lost the light. That's a little bit too far over. Okay. We will mess around with that when I get back from my break. No path. Oh, here we go. Cool, folks. I take a break once an hour. I'll be right back.
Do you find working in the dark more efficient, or did you simply forget that light exists?
All right. Now we have to hook up the power, I think is the last thing. Oh, well, add that and the packaged nitrogen gas. One of these is going to look right. I think the one in the middle is probably the best. Whoops. That's that done. And then these guys are going to be on the inside somewhere else. Power's over here. So we'll have to bring that in temporarily, probably from here. It's also easier to do this when you can see. At least there's only 5. Oh, these were supposed to be at a different rate, weren't they? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. I needed 9 and I've got 10. Right? That was the issue. So 60, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 300. 225. 45. So it's 180 per minute. So my piping down below is not accurate then. 75%, 45 times 10 is 450. That's right. So copy, paste, paste. So this is 180. Still 900. So we could do 3 pipes instead of 2. 2 pipes of 450. Yeah, okay. So I will just make a note of that here. Cool. So that's the power there. I just have to connect these up. Everybody's got power. These are, I guess I could do like a dark and a light, or maybe just do unpainted. Good, good, good. So I've got those coming in, those coming in. Now I need to do the output for the mergers. And this is going to come back this way because these are the empty canisters. And 45. 225, so a Mark III. That's all we need. Until it connects up here with these guys. And then it's going to switch back to 4. And this is going to connect here. Sweet, okay. And then we just need to do power and inputs and stuff on this side too. I do sort of like doing the unpainted on all the gear work and stuff. Tends to look really good. It's going to be on that one. see if there's a faster way to do this. I line these all up now with temporary bits and then use this one. So it's just one shift left of the center line. So I should be able to just do it this way quite quickly. Yeah, it's a little bit extra work, but it's a lot of, saves a lot of like skipping around. No power. So we gotta connect them, I guess, to each thing. All good there. Good there. Input lines are connected. Not for this one, though. Hey, thanks for coming back from the lurk. Appreciate it. Merger. This is splitter. I think they just go right up against each other, right? The packager is a nice, tidy little one wide machine. I really quite like it. Seems pretty easy to set up. Minus the power. Because the power is like off center. So now we need to take the inputs that's coming in from here. This needs to get split. We might need... I think we might need to raise up the input. And what did I say? This was 45 times 5, which is 225? Yep. Well, that works out nice. And then same thing over here. Good, good, good. So the only thing left is whatever's happening in this space here. So for now, I guess we'll do that. And this is probably the edge of this space here. I don't exactly know how this is going to work out, so we'll just do it this way for now. This is packaged. This is going to be 480. Oh, these have to be moved, don't they? Right. I should tweak this before I finish this up. So those are 2 Mark 5s because we want to empty this as quickly as possible. This is set to unload. This is set to load. And that's probably going to be too tight, but we'll give it a go. Oh no, it's fine. Okay, so that's all of the inputs hooked up. I'm gonna do this going this way. Oh, no, wait, I gotta move this silly thing. Oh, I should have done one of those on its own. That looks right to me. And then, oh, I did that one wrong. Those are the empties. These are the ones that are coming in with gas. This is set to load. And what's missing here is that this, I need more empty canisters. I needed 1,700. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I need 5 more. We've already got gas at the other end. Yeah, I think it'd be cool to see it turned on too, Sandy. We've been making empty gas canisters in the background just to have it done, so I don't have to worry about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inevitably, I'm sure something will go wrong. Like, I don't know if my gas canister calculations are correct. I think they're right, but I could be missing something. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, 1,700. We've got casings. We've got frames. We've got power. I think we've got everything ready. It's not going to be able to use the full capacity of the nitrogen gas, but I don't know if it's going to balance itself out. But the first stop we need to make is at the other end. So I'm going to jump on the train. I'm going to rearrange the order of things here. I want to go to nitrogen gas first. So we'll go to nitrogen gas. We will grab 1,700 full canisters, put them in the train station, ready to load onto the train, double check everything, and then back the guy up and tell it to do the loop. And then we'll ride it back. And actually, I'll time it on the way back. I haven't noticed any other goodies out this way. I think we got a couple things. The patterns on the sand are really interesting. I find this offshoot a little abrupt. Like, that turn is really sharp. So we may change the way that this train approaches. Oh no! No, no! I'm gonna back it up just a little bit. Not quite at the station. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I need 5 more down here. That's 1,700 there. So what will happen is we've got 1,700 empty that will be unloaded and then brought into the system. And then we've got 1,700 that we'll be taking with us. And then the system should just sort of recycle. So we never need any more than the 3,400 canisters. One hopes. So I'll do the, once it beeps when it gets to the station, I'll start the timer. So we'll include the animation. Actually, what I should do is I do from horn to horn. Usually what I do, because it beeps when it leaves the station. So there's the trade-off. 1 to 1. The train's always going to have one empty car. There's the beep. I always press the wrong button when I'm getting off of a train. Because the menu is tab. And then exit is E. So we'll go horn to horn and then multiply that by 2. Because the other end, we excluded the unload animation, but we'll include it here. I don't remember what I said. 2.83 or it was 3.4 something. $1:53 on the dot. 1 minute, 53 seconds. So that should start. Oh, this is not. Wasn't connected, I guess. There we go. Are these guys not connected? They are. So there's the empties. Empties are not hooked up. There's always a mistake somewhere. That's really cool to be able to see that going back and forth at the same time. Okay, I quite like that. Are these guys working? These guys are doing their things. First fused modular frame. Oh, I don't have this going into storage yet. This is just overflow. I need a bin. How long does these things take to make? A long time. I love the noise. Deep hum. I have the factory noises turned down, usually. Thanks for the lurk, Cosmic. Appreciate it. I think that's our first fused frame that I just saw. Oh, there it is there. Could have sworn that one came out of there. There should be 3. There's 1. There's 2. I wonder if this is not hooked up. Oh, well, it's working. %. Good, good, good. So it'll take a little bit. We've got 3 per minute. $15 minutes, 16 minutes until we're ready to go. I think that's what we need to submit. Now the train has probably come back. Yeah, it's here right now. I'm curious. To know what the other side looks like. I want to know how many canisters are in the system. What I should have done is stood on top of it instead of piloting it, because then I could check the canister. You think that making 10 of these is easy, then you look at the times and it's so slow, yeah. Yep. I think about that sometimes and I get carried away with wanting to make like 10 or 12, and I was like, you know, with the amount of other things I do in the game, you can spend an hour doing something else entirely and build up things quite quickly. So, we'll get there. But when you start building giant factories for other stuff later on, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 57, 507. Interesting. It's still working. So it just stops. It only runs once it gets like a swath of new material. So because we're not using all of the canisters, there's going to be a lull, I think. If I was using every canister and it was always empty and always full, I think that those machines would be running the entire 4 minutes. Not quite 4 minutes. I may want to add some extra canisters. I think my original calculation was a little bit off. Can I do math while I'm on this thing? No. See if I can do it in my head. We've got 2 minutes plus 106 seconds. So that's another minute 46. So 3 minutes and 46 seconds. I think I was off by 2 seconds in my estimate. Maybe it might be good to go with some extra in case the train is slow or late. Yeah. Okay, so 53 and 53. 106 seconds. So that's 120 plus 106. 226 seconds. No, that's not, can't be right. Yeah, 226. 226 divided by 60 is 3.76 minutes round trip. That doesn't make any sense because one trip is 1 minute and 53. .106 divided by 60 is 1.76. Half the trip was 1:53. Yeah, that's what I got. Not 1.53 though. It's 1 minute 53. So 53 divided by. We'll call it 88. It's 1.88. It's 376. So then it's 3.76 times 450. Just have enough? 1700. I think I had more wiggle room last time. So double that is 3 minutes 46 seconds. Yeah, I think it was I think my guess was 344 before. We're almost halfway there. All right, well that means that we have the modular frames being completed. I wish I could put like a big green checkbox here, but that's pretty cool. So now the next thing to look at is these cooling devices, and that needs sheets and copper sheets, motors, and nitrogen gas. We are going to be making these over here because the gas is over here. So then we're going to make heat sinks. And we're going to bring motors over here. The motors are currently not over here, so we can do that. Motors. It'd be tricky to get stuff in here. We might have to move around the order of these things. We're probably going to need this lane, but we can move this around. Motors and heat sinks. Yeah, we can move that around a bit. We could always put that in a lot farther down too. The motors and heat sinks are probably going to have to come up through here. So we can probably utilize this space. We'll just widen it. So that means I should bring motors back down to the main bus. Right now they're being sent up to this sink. And motors have got to go mostly over there, but then some of them are going to go over here. So I need to take less than half have to stay. Okay, so we need to split them. Some motors need to go up here, and or maybe up to this next floor. And then some motors need to go down. So the motors, if I remember correctly, go over here. So we could take them down this way. To get them out to the main bus somehow. That is supposed to be bauxite, I think. Yes. 12 is open. Which one's 12? 9, 10, 11, 12 has got limestone on it. Maybe I moved the limestone? Maybe 11 is open? Yeah, I'd say 11 is open. I really should number all these. Uh-oh, what's this supposed to be? Oh, that's a merger. That's fine. We could probably put 25 motors onto 11 from over here. And that would be, honestly, right there, I think. Yeah, you know what? That'll work. We'll just piggyback along here. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is just going to be a merger. Oh, I almost lined it up with the wrong thing. I think it's just a single belt we need. See, it won't let me connect to these, and I don't know why. It's so silly. I don't understand. I guess it's off by a little bit, maybe? This was supposed to be a lot easier to do. Yeah, I guess it was the horizontal position on the track of the splitter. And I think we're gonna have to snake this around. Oh, it's getting dark. Crap. Not before the light switch of the sunset. I'm gonna have to move this anyway. Let's maybe go down here. And then we should be able to just pull some motors off of this. I know it's a little bit dark and hard to see, but... Oh, that doesn't look very good, does it? Okay. I could just go right from there. I don't think you can see... So I don't want to take all of them. I guess this has to actually be a smart splitter. Problem there is that you have to let the motors, the other machine will have to fill up before we can do that. So there's definitely some faults in the system. And this is all going the wrong way, because this is a splitter. So that'll put the motors onto here. And where does this go? Right. So we just pull the motors off when we get to the right spot, which is back here. Oh my goodness. What a mess. Yeah, right about here. All right, it'll be easy enough. So I don't know if, like, what the wisdom is there, and like if it's good to just do overflow or if I should do more load balancing or something. Or split the motors here. I mean, there's only 4 or 5 machines. Each doing 5. I could just take 2 of the motors and pull them off individually, and then we wouldn't have to worry about overflow. So I could have 2 of these belts. Like at some point, I could just take these 2 machines, put them on their own belt. We've got the room here. And have 2 belts, and one of them could go straight down. And then the other one could go on. That's probably the better way to do it. The guts of this place are slowly getting less and less organized. It looks nice on the outside, but it is not at all tidy underneath. I don't know how the people do it that I see online that do these immaculate factories and have like no spaghetti mess, no... Like, it all seems to be on display, you know? Yeah, so this looks like it's slowing down a little bit, which makes sense that we're going to have more backed up. Yeah. Because right now we're really only processing out of our 450 nitrogen gas, we're only processing 75. So these guys are going to be idle and full of packaged stuff. But that should be like a set it and forget it kind of situation for that. That'll be okay. Right on. Well, I think we did pretty well. Lots of progress. Oh, you know what? I can probably unlock that tier before we wrap up today. I can probably grab my my modular frames. Got lots. Look at that. I guess lots of planning or lots of redoing stuff. They may also be expanding the factory to meet, like the factory design to meet the function as opposed to the other way around. I'm trying to make mine look like a transformer, so that's the priority, I think. I do want things to look nice, though. Tier 8. Leading edge production. Oh, I can't do this quite yet. Select the milestone now. Put those in. So those are done. And they do the pipes. Got 1,000 of those easily. We put in another rail today too, I should remember. I don't feel too bad. Got a fair amount done. The only thing left is supercomputers, and we are not making AI limiters or the other one. AI limiters and what's the other circuit board? High-speed connectors. We have made in the past. We are currently not making. Oh, I've got 50 supercomputers. Oh, I've got 100 supercomputers. Where did I get those? I wonder if they were from crash sites. Oh, sweet. It's been a minute since we've pressed the button.
The Miner Mark III provides top-of-the-line resource extraction potential, making it even easier to contribute to project assembly. Project part number 8, the thermal propulsion rocket, is the most complex project part of this phase as it requires turbo motors, and thus requires your best. Fix it. Didn't think pioneers such as you could get this far. I am glad we have both proven them wrong.
Faith from the company, of course. Awesome. So that now gives us access to turbo motors, Miner Mark III, and thermal propulsion rockets. And now we're on to... So we've got those being made. We will be making those. That we can get easy enough. And then we have to make those. Nice. That's tier 8.1234. Curious about the Miner Mark III. I don't know what they cost. 5 supercomputers. Oh my gosh. They are a beast. 240 resources per minute, which I think is 1200 when you ramp it up. But we don't even have access to the higher tier belts yet. So I can't... They don't have 2 outputs. Just the 1 output. So like I can't actually utilize the full belt speed until later on. Cool. Yeah, I figured the belt's in tier 9. There's our ghost train going. I wish that would render in. This will be fun to decorate, I think, once we get it all sorted. Right on. Well, that is where I need to wrap things up for today. I need to press on, get my butt to the gym, and we will see who else is streaming. And send you on to somebody else, hopefully playing Satisfactory. Pixelriffs is playing Elden Ring. Don't have anybody in Satisfactory. Bold Vikings playing Factorio. DC1 is doing Oxygen Not Included, depending on what people are thinking. Pixelriffs is probably wrapping up soon, otherwise I would rate him right now. Let's go DC1 for Oxygen Not Included. I'll have to raid and run. Actually, you know what? Scotsman playing Minecraft. I haven't rated Scotsman in a while. We rated DC1 last time. Let's rate Scotsman. ScotsmanUK playing some Minecraft, and I will see you folks again tomorrow, 1 o'clock Atlantic, UTC minus 3 hours until the time changes in the rest of the world. You can, of course, follow me on social media at Joel Duggan. I'm Joel Duggan on Patreon for supporting if you want to, and I am Joel Duggan VODs on YouTube. I do have another YouTube channel, but I haven't posted on it in a while. Most of the VODs from this Twitch channel are all on Joel Duggan VODs. So if you want to catch up on the projects, you can. Thanks so much for the mod help, Sandy. Thank you to Word Nerdify and to MindTripMedia for the support. Really appreciate it. I don't see any of the support from today. That's weird. Anyway, I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.